Now on Denver 7 News at 7 on Local 3, RTD is still cleaning up after a weekend train derailment, the impact it'll have on the morning commute.
Plus, Denver high school students are planning another walkout, their message after families met with police and district leaders about reducing violence.
And while streaming is dominating Hollywood these days, we're taking you inside Denver's historic Mayan Theater, where it is still the old Hollywood days.
Love it.
It really
you feel like you're in
is,
LA,
you know?
like a big LA
Uh-huh.
theater, you know, like you see in like La La Land or something. Do you have
Very
a trick
cool.
for trying to make popcorn at home to be like movie theater popcorn?
And the Mayans is good. Yeah,
Mine is good. I always try to like melt butter, and then I'm like trying to pour it like lightly so it doesn't make it too soggy. Be like just a little pour.
And get
don't get
clumps
soggy.
in there,
and they just all like fall to the bottom because they're logged with melted butter in my microwave. Anyway, I'm Danny New. Welcome, Charmed.
I'm Nicole Brady. Love having Danny here. Meet her.
Sorry.
Have you seen the bags that they sell at the grocery store? You just you take the plastic off and throw it in the microwave, Danny?
Microwave popcorn.
Listen, I'm an auteur, okay? I am a culinary cuisine expert. I have to try stuff. One time, I'm going to derail the whole newscast. My brother, as a kid, tried melting butter and putting it in a Windex bottle and then spraying the melted butter on the popcorn. But he didn't know he had to clean out the straw of the Windex, and then he just sprayed it with Windexy butter.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that sounds like a little brother kind of thing to do. I get it, yeah.
So our forecast, Lisa.
Yeah, you're right. We're going to have to, I don't know, kill like, what, 10 stories in this first block of news? Low to mid-20s right now. A beautiful start to our day. It is a little bit chilly out there early on. Take a look at our emoji cast. 20s this morning, mid-40s by noon, and we're going to be at right around 55 degrees by 4 o'clock. So it is going to be a mild afternoon. Pretty close to normal. This time of year, we typically see some low to mid 50s. It's going to be well above normal tomorrow, from 50s today to 60s, Katie, Tuesday and Wednesday. And then a storm. It's going to get cold with a chance of snow. We'll take a look at that coming up.
All right, it is March. Thank you, Lisa. All right, taking you outside across our roadways here for the metro area. We have started to see some volume pick up in typical spots like downtown Denver, I-25. Let me take you to the map. Right now, as you can see, traffic is running pretty smooth, but just getting word of a crash in Henderson on US 85 southbound. It is causing some delays on right approaching East 104th on that southbound drive, so expect some delays. Also, I-76 continues to be slow approaching the highway, and it's about a 17-minute drive right now from 104th to I-25. Through southbound I-25, you are going to be seeing about a 22-minute drive into Colfax, and then 270 continues to be a little bit stop and go.
This scene in Golden over the weekend will cause a ripple effect today for many Coloradans who commute by light rail.
Yeah, light rail train derailed and injured 2 people. Denver 7's Veronica Costa is live from Golden Station near the Jeffco Justice Center with new details about cleanup and important service changes. Veronica, what are you hearing?
Well, first off, take a look at what the cleanup, or I guess what's left of it here this morning. You can kind of see the caution tape is still very much up. You see some wires hanging down from the overhead wire system of the actual RTD train as well. We've also just moments ago seen crews kind of start getting here at the RTD station to presumably continue the work that has to go into making sure that this is all fixed for those commuters. Today is an important day because it's the first weekday since the derailment happened. So we know a lot of commuters are likely going to be impacted by the actual derailment of the W line, right? The derailment itself, it happened on Saturday morning. RTD officials tell us 5 people were on board when it happened. There were 4 commuters plus the conductor. 2 of those commuters were taken to the hospital with some minor injuries. And as of yesterday, RTD officials told us they were working on these repairs, specifically repairs to the overhead wire system. Officials said they're not sure how long these repairs are going to take, but there is an investigation to figure out how and why exactly this derailment did happen. Now, for those who typically take the W line between Red Rocks College and this RTD station where we are this morning, just know the good news is that there are shuttles in place to take you to wherever it is you need to go. We have seen a couple of them kind of stop on by this RTD station this morning, so they are up and running. For now, we're live in Jefferson County. I'm Veronica Costa, Denver 7.
All right, thank you, Veronica. Today marks 22 days till Election Day in Denver, and that means ballots are going out in the mail.
So voters have a little over 3 weeks to get their ballot, research everything that's going to be on it, and fill it out. This election, there will be, of course, candidates, municipal candidates. That includes mayor, auditor, clerk and recorder, district seats, but there will also be a few measures.
And we've made it easy for you to learn more about all 17 candidates running for Denver mayor. Our chief investigative reporter, Tony Kovaleski, interviewed all of them. You can scan the QR code on your screen or go to denver7.com/denvermayor to watch them. You can also see those on the Denver 7 YouTube channel. We do have some breaking news right now. President Biden is addressing the state of the economy, just wrapping up a speech about Friday's bank failure, the Silicon Valley Bank, where investors have been promised that they will have their accounts protected by the federal government. The federal government taking incredible steps over the weekend to shore up those funds and make sure the bank failure did not impact the wider economy. We'll continue to follow that story throughout the morning here.
Well, everybody, there is a new Colorado State Spelling Bee champion. Aditi Mutakumar took home the top prize over the weekend after 53 rounds. The winning word for the 7th grader from Holstrom K-8 North Glen was hylozoism. That's my 3rd time reading it this morning, and I'm still terrified every time I give it a try. I obviously knew that the word meant, quote, the doctrine that all matter has life. Hylozoism? Aditi will now move on to the Scripps National Spelling Bee. That's in D.C. at the end of May. Scripps is Denver 7's parent company, so we'll be watching and reporting on this. Hope to interview her soon because I had fun profiling all 3 of the candidates last year, so I'd love to talk with Aditi.
I love seeing what else they're into, too.
That's right.
Besides just spelling, it's always amazing to hear their other passions.
They're geniuses in many ways.
In many ways, yes.
Okay, so the big question we're all kind of thinking about today is how tired are we? Because spring forward is rough. A local psychiatrist told us studies show why the time change is hard on our health and our sleep.
It's that our bodies secrete hormones at certain times of the day. So we secrete melatonin in the evening to prepare us for sleep. And when it is still light outside, we're not going to secrete that melatonin. So we're going to stay up later. But then the flip side, earlier in the morning when it's still dark, our bodies think we need to be sleeping.
Dr. Patricia Westmoreland stressed that we need to take it easy today, not be in a rush, and especially be careful when driving because not only are we sleep deprived, but so is everyone else. Not terrifying at all to think about. Or when you see somebody texting on their phone when you're driving, you want to be like, hey, get off your phone, I'm on the same road. Anyway, hey, the Oscars were last night on Denver 7, which is our station.
Another reason to be tired this morning if you stayed up for the whole thing. You didn't miss another big slap or really any big surprises, I would say. But it was a history-making evening. Everything Everywhere All at Once swept the ceremony, winning Best Picture, Best Director, and it won in 3 acting categories. A big night for Best Actress, Michelle Yeoh, and of course, Best Supporting Actor, Ke Huy Quan. Bollywood also made history. Natu Natu, the song from the movie RRR, took home Best Original Song, the first for a Bollywood movie.
Also, it was like the best performance that night.
Cool performance, yeah.
Got me jazzed.
Yeah, the crowd loved that one. And the wildly successful HBO series The Last of Us aired its season finale last night. It had episodes set in Colorado. I did not know that, but it was not filmed here.
Yeah, last month Governor Polis tweeted about it, which featured a fictional university set here. And while it took inspiration from CSU, shout out Fort Collins, it was actually filmed in Calgary,
Canada.
Denver of the North.
Yeah.
More north. Denver 7's Daniel Kreuter spoke with the Colorado Film Commissioner to find out what's being done to recruit more projects to film here.
You can probably think of several major movies set somewhere in Colorado, but few are actually shot here.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly.
You got the classics. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, filmed in Summit County, but major motion pictures in Colorado have been few and far between.
It's been a little bit difficult.
Donald Zuckerman is the Colorado Film Commissioner. He helps recruit projects to be shot in our state.
This past year has been a banner year for us. 27 projects in production or have been made.
It's great news. About twice as many as they usually see. One massive project is being shot right now.
The big sales pitch to almost everybody is rural Colorado. They almost always want to come to the mountains, the foothills, to old towns, picturesque places. The biggest project is George Nolfi's Elevation. It's a $20+ million picture. We're hopeful that this movie is going to be a big hit, and it's all in the mountains of Colorado.
He says the increase in projects is thanks mostly to film incentives. If it's shot in Colorado, the state offers a 20% rebate on project expenses.
Hundreds of people work, and a lot of money gets spent in Colorado.
He also says by investing in local talent and programs like those at the Colorado Film School, it ensures we have experienced crews already here for when projects are brought to our state.
We require an out-of-state company that comes here to hire at least 50% Colorado citizens, residents. We're surrounded by states that have substantially more incentive money, and they have a deeper crew bases. But we are working on it.
But he says there's something our state has that just can't be beat.
That's the big sales pitch for Colorado, is the natural beauty. Wouldn't you rather climb Pikes Peak than some other unknown mountain in some neighboring state?
I'm Danielle Kreuter, Denver 7.
Well, according to the Office of Film, TV, and Media, film incentives have generated $116 million in economic impact to more than 50 counties and created almost 40 cast and crew jobs. That's why that can be useful for us. Well, coming up, we're going to keep the awards coverage going. A Colorado filmmaker took home the Academy's top honor in documentaries last night. We'll introduce you to him and his next project.
And in the next half hour, ChatGPT is being used for just about everything you can think of. The warning from the Better Business Bureau about how it could scam you.